Hey, how you doing? This is your girl, Cigar Lady Annette. I have another special guest tonight on our SHEros edition of the Red Cigar Society. As you guys know, I usually interview female entrepreneurs who are cigar smokers. Well, tonight I am interviewing my sister of the leaf from California. Her name is Dee. She used to be a sister of the leaf, but I just recently found out that she doesn't smoke anymore, but that's okay because she is a shero. Not only is she a shero, this lady got so many initials after her name. So stay tuned in. She should be joining us any minute. All right, how you guys doing? I am sitting here with my latest shero, Miss D from Los Angeles. And D and I guess we've known each other now about almost 5 years, I guess, about as long as I've known Kimberly.
Yes.
So I had to get you on the Red Cigar Society. The Red Cigar Society usually interviews female entrepreneurs who smoke cigars. So I decided to do a Shero's version because of everything that's going on. And, people call me crazy because I'm this hypochondriac right now. You know me, I'm always everywhere. Now I'm like,
You're right. I can
right.
understand.
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to introduce some of my girls who I know are in the thick of things. And so anyway, before we get started, I just wanted, share a little bit about who you are, prior to or not the work and all that stuff, but just, tell us a little bit about who Dee is.
Okay. Well, I'm Dee Gatewood, um, and I live in Gardena, California. I think the first thing that I must say is I'm a mother. That's one of my prize roles that I have. I have two daughters, 30 and 27. And I have a son, and I like to say, and people don't quite understand it when I first say this, is that I have a son that's forever 17, and that's because he was murdered in 2012. I'm also a grandmother, and I like to call myself Sugar Mama. So I'm their Sugar Mama, and they're my sugar babies. Um, I have a grandson who is 9. He will be 9 in January, and a 15-month-old granddaughter.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's awesome. I didn't even know you had older kids. When I saw a grandbaby, I was like, grandbaby, what?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. So now tell us a little bit about what you do for a living. I mean, I know you were a nurse, but I know you had this lady here got a bunch of letters after her name. I wouldn't know what they mean. So tell us a little about it.
Yeah, so I am a registered nurse. I'm also a women's health nurse practitioner. Most of my career has been in women's health. Practically all of it, rather, has been in women's health. I come from a very large family of nurses. So as a child, I knew that I was going to be a nurse from when I didn't even know what a nurse was. I was nursing. So it's just been a part of me, just who I am. I'm a natural nurturer, and just nursing was just the way to go. So currently, I'm working as a nurse manager at a major hospital here in LA County.
Okay, which since you said a major hospital, so when this whole coronavirus thing started, how did it affect you, and how did it make you feel about being a nurse?
Well, the whole coronavirus has really turned nursing upside down. It has changed the way we practice, how we take care of our patients. I work in labor and delivery and postpartum, so that's like a happy place, or it should be a very happy place. But with the coronavirus, it has caused, it's still happy, of course, because we're bringing lives into the world and assisting women in their labor and delivery process. But it's changed in that it has become like isolating. It's just different. Like, they can't have the visitors that they used to have in the support system. So it just looks different. It feels different. But we do our best to still try to, make them have a great experience, a great care experience. So that's, something that I just want to make sure that I continue to just, stay rooted in the fact that it's a happy place and it's a happy time in a family's life.
Okay, okay. That's, yeah, I can imagine, being in those little fingers and not people are being able to come in and visit. It's just,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's devastating. Yeah.
Has it, how has it affected you on a personal level? How, I don't know. I mean, I spoke to a lot of my friends who are nurses, and like, I don't know, how has it made you like second guess your career or?
It hasn't made me second guess my career. In fact, it reminded me why I became a nurse in the first place, to help people and, nurture them, to, make sure that they're healthy and happy. What I can say is that the coronavirus and how it's affected my daily practice, it's a struggle. It's a struggle because it's tiring. Um, you don't know if you're being exposed and you're going to expose your family. So it's sometimes it's hard to deal with. It
Oh, I
really.
can't even imagine. Yeah. So what are some of the things that you do to cope with it? I know we all used to smoke cigars and, you know, um, some of us had drinks. I didn't really have, I was doing more of the cigar smoking. I'd probably match all of y'all with the cigars. But what do you do to cope with it? I mean, not cope with the coronavirus. I mean, just,
Just
afterward.
coping in general.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even gonna, I'm just gonna be very transparent. I tried to cope with it with, drinking wine, having wine, but I found that kind of turned against me because when you try to cope with things with substances, it can make things even worse. So being a person that uh, I guess has trouble, like, just taking care of myself, because
Hmm.
as a nurse, that's one of the things nurses, they always want to take care of everybody else and not take care of themselves. So not taking care of yourself, and then on top of, trying to use a substance to relax you, it can quickly turn into something very different. So I learned, like, just to, try to remove that out of my life and just do things like journaling, just self-reflecting. I, listen to music, read my Bible, those kind of things.
Okay.
Try to do like healthy coping mechanisms instead of, you know, unhealthy coping.
Good for you. Good for you. Now, so we are now into a second phase of this, pandemic.
Urge. Mm-hmm.
Does it seem like it's worse than it was, or since everybody, has a little bit more handle on it, you're able to, handle things a lot faster versus?
I feel like in the numbers, I feel like it's worse. The amount of people that I'm seeing being hospitalized with COVID, I think that is worse. But what is better is that we've learned how to deal with it, how to treat it, how to protect ourselves from it. So
Mhm.
in that sense, it's gotten better. But as far as the numbers go, it's really worse. And the problem is that many people don't believe that COVID is real, and I don't understand that, but they don't believe that. And so most people are not taking the precautions that they should take. For instance, the biggest thing is social distancing and sheltering in place and wearing your mask and washing your hands, A lot of people are not doing those simple things that will decrease the spread of COVID.
Mhm.
So it's just, a constant battle and a constant education of, people, just trying to get them to just do these simple things to try to decrease the spread.
That's one of the reasons why I wanted to start doing the SHEros version, because I am constantly. I mean, I'll go out. At first, I wasn't leaving at all. Then I have like a mask. I have a shield. I'm like, I won't let anybody come near me. They laugh at me all the time because they're like, oh, because I'll put stuff in my chair over here. I'll put stuff in my chair over here, and and then somebody will come by. I'm like, get out of my space. So now pretty much everybody who sees me, they pretty much know the get down.
Right.
They know just not come anywhere near me. Or if somebody comes in there and requests to sit where I'm sitting, I'm like, no, coronavirus. And
Right.
people just don't take it serious. And I've had some of my friends tell me, well, we're okay. It's our circle. And I said, no, we're not okay, because our circle has been to parties,
Right.
and then so one of our circles caught the coronavirus. I mean, I wasn't nowhere around, but I'm just saying, thank God
Right.
it was just a very mild, just the taste, the smell and the taste. And I think it's pretty much almost over now. But, I tell people all the time, hey, take it serious. I have I was born with a heart condition. I was born with low white blood count.
Okay.
So technically, I'm supposed to get sick real easy. I'm,
Right.
I'm the total opposite, but I don't want to take that chance either.
Exactly.
So, I try to do these little blogs, and hopefully I'll put it out and people understand how serious this is. Maybe if they hear it from nurses, even though, I mean, it's all on the news, but who knows? I'm just trying to do my little part and try to get it out there and let you guys know I do appreciate you.
Thank you.
I just didn't realize, just how much was involved until just what little I do, which is nothing compared to, 1,000 times of what you guys do, and some of my friends. And I just heard, it's heartbreaking. So I appreciate you, and I definitely appreciate you coming on to speak with me, and just shedding a little light, your version of what's going on in your area. And I know Tia had a different. I don't know if you remember Tia, but yeah. So hers was different. Than I interviewed another young lady. I was supposed to interview a fire lady. I don't know if you call it fireman, but female fire.
Mhm.
But she's even more busier. So trying to get her, and I know you were real busy, so we have to try to come up with a date. So I appreciate it, and keep doing what you're doing. Keep your head up, and
Yeah.
keep reading those journals and that Bible.
Yes. I will do.
All right, you take care, and I'll send you a copy of this when I'm finished with it.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
you take care. Thank you.
you. Alrighty.
All right,
Bye.
bye. All right, guys, that was my girl D. I appreciate you guys for checking this video out, and please make sure you check out some of the other videos. Do everyone a favor and do your part with the social distancing, wearing a mask, and definitely washing your hands. All right, stay tuned.